Hello guys! In today's video, I'm going to show you how to solve simultaneous equations. As their name suggests, these are equations that have to be solved at the same time. We have x minus 3y equals 0 and 2x plus 2y equals 8. We notice that we have two equations and two unknown numbers, x and y, and therefore everything's okay. As long as we have at least as many equations as unknown variables, that is x, y, z and so on, then we can usually solve the problem. However, the equations need to be independent. For example, if instead of equation number 2, we had another one that is 2x minus 6y equals 0, let's call it equation number 3, then we wouldn't be able to solve these two equations for x and y unequivocally, because equation number 3 is simply a multiple of equation number 1. That is, it is 2 times equation number 1, and therefore it provides no additional information. But luckily, this is not the case, and we can solve our problem. We're going to use a method called substitution. What we're going to do is express one of the unknown numbers in terms of the other, and then see what happens. From equation 1, it follows that x equals 3y. Now, we can use this and go to equation number 2. We can write down 2 times 3y plus 2y equals 8, or 6y plus 2y equals 8, 8y equals 8, or y equals 8 over 8, which is 1. And now we can go to this equation and solve it for x, which means that x equals 3 times 1, which is 3. And this is our answer. X equals 3 and y equals 1. Let's solve another problem. 4x minus 2y equals 6 and 3x plus 4y equals minus 1. This time we're going to use a method called elimination. We notice that we have minus 2y here and plus 4y here. It is very tempting to get rid of the y's, and we can do that indeed. So first, we have to multiply every single term of the first equation by 2. And thus, we can obtain 2 times 4x is 8x, 2 times minus 2y is minus 4y, and 2 times 6 is 12. Let's call this equation number 3. And now we can add equations 2 and 3 together and obtain the following. 3 times x plus 8 times x is 11x, minus 4y plus 4y is 0, so 11x equals minus 1 plus 11, which is 11, or x equals 11 over 11, which is 1. Now we can choose whichever equation we prefer and solve it for y. Let's choose the first one, for example. 4 times 1 minus 2 times y equals 6. 4 times 1 is 4, minus 2y remains, and this equals 6. Or minus 2y equals, the 4 has to go to the other side of the equation, so it was 6 minus 4. When we transfer one number to the other side of the equation, it changes its sign. 6 minus 4 is 2, or y equals 2 over minus 2, which is minus 1. And this is our solution. X equals 1 and y equals minus 1. Let's solve one more. 5x plus 3y equals 6y minus 15x equals 75. We can rewrite this as follows. 5x plus 3y equals 75, which is nothing else than this part of the original expression. And we can call this equation number 1. And then we can also write 6y minus 15x equals 75, which is nothing other than this part of the original expression. And we can call this equation number 2. Now we see plus 3y here and plus 6y there. And again, we can use the method of elimination. First, we have to multiply every single term of the first equation by minus 2. And thus, we obtain the following. 5 times x times minus 2 is minus 10x. Minus 2 times 3y is minus 6y equals minus 2 times 75 is minus 150. Let's call this equation number 3. And if we add equations 2 and 3 together, we obtain the following. We have minus 15x. Let's underline them. We have minus 15x minus 10x, which is minus 25x. Then we have 6y minus 6y, which is 0. And this equals, let's take another cover. We have 75 plus 75 minus 150, which is minus 75. Or x equals minus 75 over minus 25, which is 3. Now we can go to equation number 1 or 2, whichever we prefer, and solve it for y. Let's go to equation number 1 and plug x equals 3 into it. We thus obtain 5 times 3 plus 3 times y equals 75. 15 plus 3 times y equals 75. 3 times y equals 75 minus 15, which is 60. Or y equals 60 over 3, which is 20. And this is our solution. If you have learned anything of value from this video, please like it and subscribe to my channel so that I can keep making such educational materials. See you in the next video.